Thank you. Welcome back to the September 17th, 2024 meeting of the Hauppauge Union Free School District Board of Education. We are back from executive session. Number 3 on the agenda is the pledge to the flag. Kindly rise. And after the pledge, I ask that everyone remain standing and join me in a moment of silence for all those that lost their lives on 9/11, as well as those that have lost their lives since then based on or due to 9/11 related illnesses. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Number 4 on the agenda is the superintendent's update. Dr. Murphy.
Thank you, Mr. Boucher. Thank you for being in attendance tonight, to those in the crowd here. So it's our first meeting since the start of the year. It's been a great start to the school year. As always, I'd like to thank members of our custodial team, our members of buildings and grounds, our facilities, IT, our clerical staff members. It's really a team effort to get the buildings, the district ready for the start of school. And of course, you know, our teaching staff, our administrators, we all appreciate the efforts of the entire team. We're so fortunate. We had tremendous weather that first week. It's always just extra special. I kind of shared that I always have butterflies like I did when I was a kid. I do want to commend also Mr. Whitehorse and the high school team. Just an incredibly moving ceremony on 9/11. Mr. Boucher and I were fortunate actually to see Miss Contino in the chamber choir twice that day, once at the high school and later on that night at the fire department. I just commented to her that that group always provides some needed therapy in a sense when you're all dealing with just the emotions of 9/11. They're just an incredible tonic for all of us. So it's an incredible ceremony in the morning and then an evening, and for that we're grateful for our friends at Hauppauge Fire Department and again Mr. Whitehorse and the team at the high school. With the year now kind of in full swing, I'd like to just remind everyone, as the community always does, to come out and support our sports teams. Of course, we're looking a little bit ahead to homecoming on October 5th. So good luck to Coach Diesso, the entire Hauppauge football team. Of course, I'll be there, and many people in the room here tonight will be there to root on the Eagles against Rocky Point. And we're praying for the kind of weather we've been having the last week or so. And then lastly, this was in Horizons, but I wanted to just give some special recognition to 2 8th graders at the middle school, Vabhavi Hegde and Mahir Satish Kumar. They were selected as 2 of the top 300 competitors in the 2024 Thermo Fisher Scientific Junior Innovators Challenge, a national competition. It's a premier STEM competition for middle school students. Of note, this is Mahir Satish Kumar's 2nd year in a row being selected for this honor. So we're excited for those students, for the recognition, but also what's to come perhaps in the high school. So congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Boucher.
Thank you, Dr. Murphy. 5B on the agenda, presentations. A couple of years ago, we began asking our principals to come down to our meetings at the beginning of the year to let us know how the first few days or few weeks of school have been going. We continue that tradition this year, and with that, Mr. Gagliardi, our principal at Brentwood Woods, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. So we're off to a super start. Like Dr. Murphy said, the weather has been awesome, which always helps at the beginning of the year, getting the kids outside, and with arrival and dismissal, just want that perfect weather, and we've had that thanks to transportation. Every day we get a little closer to being perfect. Today was excellent, so we appreciate all the efforts behind the scenes, custodial. Our buildings look amazing. Bretton Woods looks like you could eat off the floors. Really did a great job. Thank my staff for the smooth opening of the building. Just the kids are rocking and rolling, smiling, laughing, and learning, and we're moving pretty quickly. PTA, always have a great group at Bretton Woods, and our PTA, we had Volunteer Day. We had a great breakfast. They came in Volunteer Day and helped us. Our first meeting is next week, so we're looking forward to our first PTA meeting next week. And we also have for the kids a nice movie night on Friday night. So I was hoping that the weather continues, because that'll be outdoors on our back field. So looking forward to that. We had a successful open school night, had a great turnout. That was the first week of school. And yeah, we're rolling. We appreciate all the support from the Board of Education and Central Office, and looking forward to a great year. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gagliardi.
Thank you.
Mr. Colin, our principal at Forest Brook, welcome.
Good evening. I always hate following Mr. Gagliardi because he is the one to do it the right way every single time. So I'm going to try and fill those big shoes. First and foremost, good evening. It's good to see everybody. I hope everyone had a wonderful summer. This is the first opportunity I've had to be behind the mic with the two new board members. So congratulations. Welcome. I look forward to working with the both of you. Let's see. Let's start with two unfortunate things that have happened since the start of the school year. The first was at the grocery store. I think I looked Mr. Kiley right in the face and went right on by him. And then when it clicked, it was too late, and it would have been way too awkward to then go up to him. So it's nice to see you, Mr. Kiley, and I think that was you. But the other,
I hit you.
and the other unfortunate thing that happened this year was the haircut that I got the other day. It was my guy wasn't there, and I've been trying to live this one down for a while. So I've always been fortunate that it has grown back. So hopefully it'll grow back so I can get my guy to do it the right way. All joking aside, Forest Brook has had a wonderful start. Obviously, we've had a great open school night. We've had our first PTA meeting that was very well attended. The cafeteria was very crowded. We've had our rules and regulations full school-wide assembly. We've had our bus safety program. Fire safety program is coming up. We're having our welcome back to school movie night on the 27th. Of this month, so that's a new thing for Forest Brook, so we're really looking forward to that. Finally, as far as regardless of where I've been, whether it be in the high school, the middle school, or now at the elementary school, this Board of Education and this district office has always, whether it be pencils, erasers, books, the newest technology, or training for teachers, this Board of Education, this central office staff has always come through and spared no expense while at the same time being as fiscally responsible as possible. I can't thank you enough for everything that you do for Forest Brook and the entire Hauppauge community. It is a complete team effort across the board, top down, including at Forest Brook, from custodials to clerical to TAs, SEAs, security, teachers, students, parents, and even a principal will kick in every once in a while. I thank you very much. Looking forward to a great year. If you need anything, please feel free to give me a holler. But once again, thank you very much for the opportunity to address you this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Colin. And finally, Dr. DeMuzio, welcome.
Well, that was
Yeah, you're in trouble.
I mean, the gentleman said everything. They didn't leave anything for me, but I'll do my best. So we welcomed all of our students back proudly at Pines Elementary School. We have, a continuous inviting and very caring vibe throughout the building. I also felt that my custodial, my secretarial staff, my administrative assistant worked very hard over the summer to create a welcome back atmosphere that was well organized, safe, and really just wonderful for students. Our classrooms looked amazing. I really went out of my way to comment to the teachers about how much effort I appreciated that they put into their classrooms over the summer, including my 3 new staff members that I was very fortunate and grateful to hire for my classroom positions this year. I was also, or am also very grateful for my senior teachers who are really supporting my newer staff and really integrating them into the school practices and, the big things, curriculum, the little things, just all the touches that make a school special. I feel really grateful for their support with my newer staff. We have also done many of the things at the building level that the gentleman spoke about, such as our back-to-school routines and things like our bus assemblies, code of conduct, safety drills, everything that goes into making a back-to-school successful and safe for students. We also had tremendous support from our PTA. Starting the very first day of school, we had several PTA volunteers greeting and getting our kindergarten students off of each and every bus. They walked the students to their classes for the full week. That makes not only the students and the staff feel very safe and secure about the arrival of our students, but it really helps our new parents too, because as probably all of you remember, as a new parent, there's really nothing more anxious than giving your heart away to a school and hoping that they have everything in place to make things safe for your child. So that I can say, went really well. We also had visits from our central office, which were wonderful, starting from the very beginning of school. And I just feel like everything is, going very well. We had our 9/11 events, we had our flagpole ceremony, and we had tremendous support with students and staff wearing red, white, and blue on that day. We also had our PTA volunteers for Volunteer Day, and they actually came back a second day because there was so much that our staff asked them to do, and we were just so grateful that they asked if they could come back a second day and help us out. We also, at the end of August, opened up our new sensory gym for our life skills program, and I want to thank Rebecca Bilski and our PPS department and our central office for supporting that effort. I can tell you that we have had students in there throughout the day, each and every day, and really thriving in that environment, and staff very grateful for the opportunity to work with our students in this positive, proactive way. So, really that's a wrap for me at the Pines, and always feel free to come and visit. I met our new board members at our walkthrough. It was really lovely to meet them, and I look forward to working with everyone this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. DeMuzio. 5C1 is the adoption of minutes from the special meeting of the Board of Education of July 31st, 2024. Do I have a motion? Thank you, Mr. Scrito. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Michaels. Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? 5-0-1. Mr. Kiley abstaining, Mr. Buscarino absent. 5-0-1-1. 5C number 2, the business meeting of the Board of Education of August 20th, 2024. Do I have a motion to approve those minutes? Thank you, Mr. Michaels. Do I have a second? Thank you, Ms. Collins. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? 5-0-1-1. Dr. Krapfa abstaining, Mr. Buscarino absent. Number 6 on the agenda, questions and comments from the community concerning anything related. Scratch that. Questions or comments from the community concerning tonight's agenda only. Number 7 on the agenda is the consent agenda. I will amend 7.3C1, where it says the Judge Rottenberg Educational Center. It should actually say the ratification of the Judge Rottenberg Educational Center. With that, I'll take a motion to approve the consent agenda with the amendment. Thank you, Dr. Krapfa. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Michaels. Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? 6-0. Number 8 on the agenda are our policies. 8A are the approval of 5 policies that are on for second reading. Mr. Tasman, have all of these policies been proposed originally for first reading?
Yes, for first reading and shared with our attorneys for legal advice.
Okay, and that's fine. And they've now come back from the policy committee for proposed adoption, correct?
Yes.
Is there any reason to call these individually?
No.
Do any board members want these called individually? With that, I'll make a motion to adopt or approve, rather, 8A, 1 through 5. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Scarito. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Thank you. 6-0. I ask that those policies be updated on our website and also in the committee members and the trustees' policy handbooks. Committee reports. The audit committee, Ms. Collins, you were appointed the temporary chair. Did the committee have a chance to meet? I ask that prior to our next business meeting that the committee meet at least for the purposes of nominating and electing a temporary chair and report back to the board. The board policy committee, I was elected permanent chair. Mr. Tasman, when is our next meeting?
Before the November board meeting. So I think it's November 12th.
Okay. If there are any policies, any specific policies that members would like to have the board policy committee examine, please let us know before the Friday of that week so they can be put on our agenda. The Islip Town School Board Association representatives, Ms. Collins, has been elected the permanent chair. Steering committee, Dr. Murphy is the permanent chair. When is the first meeting of that committee, Dr. Murphy?
I have to actually look at the calendar. I believe it's coming up in October. I will confirm and add it to the October 20th.
October 20th. Thank you. Dr. Kraft for the HIV/AIDS committee. You were elected the permanent chair. You usually have your meeting in every May?
In the spring, yeah.
Okay. Code of Conduct Committee, Mr. Buscarino was elected permanent chair, but he is not here today, so we'll skip that. District-wide School Safety Team, Mr. Buscarino was also appointed the permanent chair, but he's not here today, so we'll skip that to our next time as well. The District-wide Health and Safety Facilities Committee, Dr. Kraft, you were appointed temporary chair. Did the committee meet for the purposes of appointing a permanent chair for the school year?
We have not met. We're going to meet in October, tentatively.
Okay. I just asked that you report back to the board as a whole as to the permanent chair for the school year. And the bond subcommittee, I just make a note that the minutes, or the agenda rather, has the name of Mr. Savastano spelled incorrectly. I just ask that that be corrected for future agendas. It's AS instead of IS. Number 10 on the agenda, discussion matters are on. Number 11, new business. Do any board members have new business that they'd like to discuss? Does administration have any new business?
Just one thing, just wanted to recognize someone in the audience here, Joseph Whitehorst, our high school principal. Joe, I had sent a recommendation in for you to receive tenure tonight, and the board just approved that tenure recommendation. It's been a real pleasure working alongside you. You've provided steady leadership at the high school, caring leadership. I know that your building respects you and that the kids benefit from your guidance. So congratulations on your tenure tonight.
Thank you, and congratulations. Whitehorse and fist pump, nice. Any other new business from administration?
No.
Questions or comments from the community concerning anything related to the district whatsoever? Yes? Do you mind just approaching the podium and using the microphone? As always, public comment is limited to 3 minutes per speaker.
Hi, my name is Lori Egbert. I wanted to know the official policies of photography and how to get official. I've been a photographer and donated the services from my company for many years. And then I was told the other day that you needed to be recognized by the school to be on the field. I've been photographing varsity games for many years and other events for the school, and I'd like to continue donating my services. So I'd like to just know the official channels, like I have an insurance policy for $2 million. I'm fingerprinted with the state. How could I go through the official channels so I could continue donating my services?
Hi, Lori. Nice
Hi.
to see you. You know what? Why don't, I'm thinking Ms. Sienna will give you a call. We'll review what the proper policy and other considerations are, and we'll get back to you. I don't want to misspeak.
Okay.
Okay? Sure.
Any other questions or comments from anyone related to the district? Anything related to the district whatsoever? Okay, with that, I will take a motion for an adjournment. Our next meeting is October 15th, 2024. There will be no executive session tonight as we completed our executive session business before this meeting. I will make the motion. Mr. Scrito seconds the motion for an adjournment. Any discussion? All those in favor? 6-0. We are adjourned. And God bless Hauppauge and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.